Welcome to my writing realm. My name is Tania, and I'm a Canadian author and creator of Sable Book Night, an independent publishing company. If you'd like to learn more about me and Sable's publications, visit sablebooknight.ca, and Book Night shares the K. This is episode 45. If you're new to my writing realm, let me tell you just a little bit about myself. I'm a wife, a mother of 2 boys, and of course a fur baby. Although I'd love to tell you that I'm a full-time author, sadly I am not. I've worked full-time in the steel manufacturing industry for about 19 years, which has been an adventure, and I write as time allows. How many times have you heard that? My first self-published story was in 2020, the dark year. I started with a short crime thriller story called Red Leaves, which then led me to write and publish 4 more stories in the same series. Recently, I released an extended version of these stories in novel format called Red Crimes. It is published wide, so please feel free to check it out. I've also released a non-fiction book called Living Undiagnosed, which is a true story about my medical journey in searching for answers and the emotional ups and downs that came with it. Some of my more prominent symptoms include non-epileptic seizures, large blood pressure drops, and extreme fatigue. This makes it very difficult to work full-time, do all that is required of a mother, never mind making time to write. Goals in my author career take a long time to achieve, and it's hard to not add extra pressure on myself for not being capable of completing tasks faster. Behind the scenes, I'm also working on a high fantasy world, which has honestly been in the works for more than 15 years. Confidence has been an issue when it comes to the world building and writing scenes that readers will enjoy. However, I am improving my skills, and hopefully soon I will actually, finish a book in this world. This year, I feel like I've reached this point in my writing journey where I can accept that I can't do things as quickly as others. I'm also improving at saying no to things, and I'm not pushing myself beyond my capabilities. The only trouble now is that finding time to write is even more challenging. When I need to rest, I rest. When I am stuck in bed, I binge TV shows or movies. It's a weakness, I know. What I'm trying to do, though, is read more instead of clinging to a screen. Currently, I'm reading Murtaugh by Christopher Paolini. He's a very talented author with multiple fantasy novels that includes elves, dragons, and magic, of course. I find his ideas truly inspiring, and it may even fuel my creativity for my own fantasy world. It's really funny to look back and realize that growing up, I spent more time reading romance novels than I did any other genre. When I started writing crime thrillers, I'd never even picked up a book in that genre. Most of this drive to write thrillers comes from watching many, many movies. Fantasy, though. Fantasy snuck up on me when I first watched The Lord of the Rings in theater, the very first movie when it came out. After watching it, I was hooked. Now, I read more fantasy than any other genre, although I feel I write more like romantasy, kind of blending it all, rather than high fantasy on its own. While I'm working on this fantasy world, I'm searching for my author voice. What is the right genre for me, and where do I focus? I'm always second-guessing my decisions. I have at least 2 projects on the go in the crime thriller genre that I would like to finish, and hopefully by then, I'll be more prepped and ready to throw myself into my fantasy world. Consider the crime thriller projects like unfinished business. So what genres or genre do you write in, and what inspired you to head down that path? Leave a comment below. And don't forget to stop by Sable Book Night website. That's Book Night that shares a K. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, night, or whatever, and keep on writing.